Dope. YTBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison, and I'm back again, okay? I was asked to expound upon my video, the trainer video, and it's going to be a short video, guys. It's going to be maybe a 6 to 7 minute video about the role of a mentor. I get very emotional about the role of a mentor when it comes to these fighters, okay? Because I'm looking at this stuff from the eye of a coach. I'm looking at this in the mind of a coach, okay? That's what I'm looking at. I'm going to start with the pound-for-pound king, Floyd Mayweather Jr., but I'm going to start with his daddy, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Floyd Mayweather Sr. only saw a legacy for himself and his son, while Roger Mayweather saw a legend in his nephew. Who's the mentor? Who's the mentor? While Floyd Sr. wanted to do whatever he wanted to do, and he flew to jail like he had a pair of wings, Roger Mayweather put Floyd Mayweather Jr. under his wing. Who's the mentor? Who's the mentor? See, many of y'all will get on here and you'll say, well, Floyd Sr. introduced Floyd into boxing. And yeah, Floyd Sr. did introduce his son to boxing. But Roger Mayweather balked the boxer out of the sport of boxing. Who's the mentor? Roger Mayweather developed the boxer while Floyd Sr. introduced him. Okay, who was more important? See, the guy that brought it out of him, that took the time to brought it out of him. You see, why does Floyd Jr. work with Roger? Why? Why does he work with him? Because he knows Roger is passionate about the sport. He knows his dad is all about the fame and money. He knows his uncle is passionate about the sport. He knows his dad is about the fame and money. Who's the mentor? It's not hard for a fighter to recognize a good mentor. Why do you think Floyd still trains with Roger? Why do you think Floyd will listen to Roger? Because, see, Floyd Sr. tells Floyd nowadays what he wants to hear. Roger tells Floyd what he needs to hear. Who's the mentor? Who's the mentor? And I know I give Amir Khan a hard time. I know I haven't been a Khan fan. But I'm going to tell y'all what. Let me talk about Khan. Khan saw the mentor. He didn't see a mentor in Freddie Roach, but he saw a mentor in Virgil Hunter. You see, Freddie Roach only cared about the fame of Amir Khan, while Virgil Hunter cared about the fighter and training Amir Khan. Who's the mentor? Freddie Roach taught Amir Khan how to throw 100 punches around. Virgil Hunter taught Amir Khan how to dodge and block 100 punches around. Who's the mentor? Who's the mentor? Marcos Maidana, his old camp. There was no passion for the sport in his old camp, while Robert Garcia put the passion back in his fighter, and now he loves fighting again. Who's the mentor? Who is the mentor? While people used to tell Juan Manuel Marquez, why do you train with that old fool and Nacho Beristain? While Juan Manuel Marquez shook his head and wondered why these people didn't want to train with this great old fool. Who's a mentor? Now you look at Marquez's career. Look at his career. And all you people in the beginning that did not want to train with Nacho Beristain, y'all don't have half the career that Marquez had. Who was a mentor? You see, Nacho took time out of he took time. He took time to show Marquez the basics. See, he's the one that made Marquez who he is today. He's the one who's the mentor. You see, while Mike Stafford is talking, Adrian Broner is talking. When Nassim Richardson is talking, Bernard Hopkins is listening. When Mike Stafford is talking, Adrian Broner is talking. While Bernard Hopkins is listening, Nazim Richardson is talking. When Nazim Richardson is talking, Shane Mosley is listening. But when Mike Stafford is talking, Adrian Broner is talking. Who can see their mentor? It most certainly isn't Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner can't see a mentor in Mike Stafford because he's not listening to Mike Stafford. You see, Mike Stafford is like a radio that Adrian Broner is slowly turning down the volume until he will hear no more. And that's the time when Adrian Broner will get knocked out. Who's the mentor? You see, Gerald Tucker? Gerald Tucker is worried about a payday from James Kirkland. Ann Wolfe is worried about the man James Kirkland. Gerald Tucker is worried about the payday of James Kirkland. Ann Wolfe is worried about the man of James Kirkland. Who's a mentor? You see, James Kirkland, all he saw is that Ann Wolfe was hard. And all Ann Wolfe saw was the greatness in James Kirkland. All James Kirkland saw was Ann Wolfe being hard. And all Ann Wolfe saw was James Kirkland being the best fighter of the decade. Who's the mentor? I guarantee you Gerald Tucker can't see that in James Kirkland. I guarantee you Gerald Tucker not going to open his home. I guarantee you Gerald Tucker will not get out of James Kirkland what Ann Wolfe could. Who's the mentor? You see, you never leave your mentor because things happen. When you leave your mentor, you have to learn the consequences and you have to pay the price. What happened when James left Ann? Guess what? He got knocked out by Ishida. He got knocked out by Ishida when he left Ann Wolfe. You never leave your mentor. You never leave your mentor. You never leave your mentor because your mentor is going to be in your corner when you win or lose. And your mentor is going to work hard to find a solution for you when you're not winning. You see, let's take Ricky Hatton. You see, Ricky Hatton left the mentor in Billy Graham. Billy Graham already had his own business. He put his business on hold many times to help Ricky Hatton train for fights. See who's a mentor. Ricky Hatton thought it was better across the sea in America with Floyd Sr. But Ricky Hatton, what he soon figured out is that Floyd Sr. was not a mentor. Floyd Sr. was not as dedicated as Billy Graham was. See, Floyd Sr. was all hype. Billy Graham was just right. Who's the mentor? Many fighters can't see that. Mike Tyson couldn't see the mentorship in Kevin Rooney. He couldn't see it. And Mike Tyson, when he left Kevin Rooney, he began to get his behind whooped in that ring. Mike Tyson could not see a mentor in Kevin Rooney. And many fighters, when they leave their mentor trainers, they lose. I have never heard Juan Manuel Marquez blame Nacho Berenstein for a loss. I've never once heard him say it's Nacho's fault because he didn't prepare me. Juan Manuel Marquez blames himself. I've never heard B-Hop blame Nazim Richardson for a loss. Bernard Hopkins will always say, I didn't listen to the game plan. I've never heard Shane Mosley say that is Nazim's fault. I've always heard Shane Mosley say, I gave it my best, but I just didn't work the game plan. I've always heard those guys say that. These guys are Hall of Famer. Broner is not. These guys will be talked about for many years. Broner won't be. Who can see their mentor? They'll talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. for years. They'll talk about Victor Ortiz as the man that got knocked out over a headbutt. Who's the mentor? See, Victor Ortiz, he couldn't do what he wanted to do with Joe Diaz, and Joe Diaz told him what he was going to do. A mentor not going to tell you what you want to hear. A mentor going to tell your butt what you need to hear. And they don't care about your situation because they're going to make you work to get out of your situation. And a mentor don't like you. We don't like you just the way you are. We love you too much for you to stay that way because we know that you can be better than what you are. I want you to think about one of your fighters. I want you to think about fighters. For the next 5 seconds, you think about fighters who do very well in the sport of boxing. I want you to think about them. Time's up. I hope you thought about them and their trainers. Who is that fighter training with? And what did that trainer tell that fighter that's making them great? What does that trainer have that fighter do that makes them great? Now, I want y'all to think about a fighter who absolutely sucks. Okay? Think. Time's up. What did you think about that fighter and his trainer? What did you think? Okay? Oh, and to my boy, Stop Lying, I ranked Nacho Berenstein right in front of Robert Garcia. I left him off the list because I got real emotional about that one. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.